Back to down the track, and day three has just finished between England and Australia at the Gabba Ashes 2021, and England have cut the deficit to 58 runs. A brilliant partnership by Joe Root and David Malan ongoing. They still have a lot of work to do. They're still 58 runs behind, and they will have to continue this partnership long into day four, and hope that they take the lead and continue to bat, basically bat as much as possible. That's what England have to do. A win is still very difficult for them. A draw is possible if these two continue to bat, and then the likes of Ben Stokes, Butler capitalize as well, even Ollie Pope. But yeah, I think it was a really good day for England. The day started off with Australia. Travis Head and Mitchell Stark continuing the partnership. Travis Head getting to 150, some excellent shots there. Stark accompanying him as well. And then Nathan Lyon came in, played a few shots, and there was a good performance from Australia. Brilliant from Travis Head, the way he was playing. The field was spread out, but he still managed to hit those sixes, especially those flicks on the leg side were brilliant to watch. And a very good target. I mean, a very good score set by Australia. They took the lead. But then, when England came out to bat, it was a better pitch to bat on. There weren't as many demons like the first innings. There was not much swing. And although Burns survived LBW shot from Mitchell Stark, which was given out and reviewed, he did get out soon after for 13 runs. Hasib Hamid took the shine off the new ball, 27 of 56 balls. I thought he batted really well, but then, unlucky to get out down the leg side. That's something he'll want to work on because he did all the hard work. Now it's about capitalizing from that. But yeah, it was still a good innings considering the situation. And then Root and Malan played the shots, batted beautifully. Root in particular, his strike rate was very good, very healthy, above 50, and he was rotating the strike, finding the boundaries. The way they both played, Nathan Lyon, especially Root, outstanding. He's shown, in India and Sri Lanka that he can play spin. He has no issues. He's an excellent player of spin. Showed that today as well against Nathan Lyon, who's a quality spin bowler. Nathan Lyon still stuck on 399 wickets. That will come soon, the 400th wicket, but he's looking a bit off. And the way Root was attacking him, it was a brilliant attack there from Joe Root. If you look at the player of the day, for me, it has to be Root because after 140 all out, he came out to bat under pressure. There's 60 for two. There was still a lot to work to be done, and there still is. But the way he batted confidently, playing his shots, rotating the strike, to build now, try to get to that century in Australia. He hasn't got a century there. If he does, he's going to conquer all frontiers. And I think right now he's the best batsman in the world this year. The way he's batted in Test cricket, he's scored hundreds in India, he scored in Sri Lanka, and now if he scored in England as well. And now if he scores in Australia, that will complete it. It'll be a brilliant 100. But he'll have to bat on along with Malan. Malan looked kind of shaky initially. A lot of play and misses, a bit of luck there, but he managed to get through it. Mentally very strong, and I think he plays bounce really well, especially the fast bowlers. He likes that pace coming onto the bat, and that's why he's picked in the side. I think against Australia's fast bowling, we saw him in UAE against spinners struggle a bit, but the fast bowling against Australia on these bouncy wickets, he's handling it very well. Very strong on his back foot, and he has those shots. Doesn't look to be rushed by pace, and if he can just continue to support Joe Root over here and build this partnership, it will really, really help England. England's tactics for day four will just to keep batting on, play session by session, play by the hour. The first target will, is to play the first half an hour, and then the new ball will come, face the new ball, try to get the new ball old again, and then bat on from there. They can accelerate at any time because they do have the batsmen coming front, but these two will need to keep batting because they're set now. Once you're set, you have to continue to bat. There's not many demons in this pitch, but day four, day five, generally there will be a few cracks opening up, and there will be some up and down bounce, which will cause some problems for the batsmen, especially the batsmen coming in, and facing the new ball. So I think that's the thing first. Seeing the first half hour out, then seeing the new ball out, and then going from there and building a partnership. For Australia, it's about picking up wickets. They're still ahead of the game. They lead by 50 odd runs. They'll want to pick up a few wickets before England take the lead because that'll put more pressure on England. And from there, if anything below 200 will be a good target to chase for Australia. It's a very good wicket to bat on, so I don't think it'll be a problem. So it's about taking wickets. So a problem for them is Josh Hazlewood. He only bowled 8 overs. He looks a bit uncomfortable, doesn't look fully fit, and they will be sweating on his fitness coming into day four. Will be Australia, and if he can, bowl some overs and if he's not injured, then it'll really help Australia. Otherwise, there'll be a lot of pressure on the likes of Stark, who was expensive in this innings, even though he took a wicket, and Pat Cummins as well, a lot of pressure on him. Then the workload will go on to Green, and line as well. So I think Australia will be sweating on Hazelwood's fitness. They'll hope that he can come back, especially with the new ball. I think it'll be very effective. But you also have to understand this will be the second new ball, and if Root and Malan are still playing, which will be important, if they're still playing, it'll be a bit easier for them, and they can actually counter attack as well. They can counter attack and score those boundaries and build that total for England. So all to play for on day 4. England have fought back marvelously, really well, and there's been a marvelous partnership between these two, and it's just about building from here. It can capitulate at any time. That's why Australia, I think, are still favorites to win this Test match for sure. But England have not done themselves any harm by scoring these runs. All to play for. Let's see how it goes. The key players for tomorrow, again, it'll be Root and Malan. Then I think Ben Stokes and Butler will also play a key role. From Australia's point of view, it'll be Cummins. And then if Hazelwood's fit, then Hazelwood picking up those wickets and putting pressure on England. And yeah, can't really wait for day 4. It's going to be really exciting. Thank you so much. This was the review of day 3. Plenty to come from down the track. Make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned for the latest content. Thank you so much.